I have a fear of disappointing people, and while you may hear that and think, wow, that's really unhealthy, you should probably do something about that, I actually have no intention on fixing that because I discovered how to turn that into a superpower, and it's been really useful. And I'm big on self-development. I've worked on myself for a long time. If there's something I don't like about myself, I fix it. Like last year I was out of shape, this year I got in shape. So I'm a big fan of that, but there are things that have taken me a long time, like the need for validation, the insecurities, that after a while I started seeing them as an advantage. And while I understand these may not be the healthiest strategies or the best for my overall happiness, that is, to be fully transparent, not my priority at the moment. And that's why this is not advice. I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm just saying, if you're struggling with an insecurity, it may help. So let me explain. So recently, this fear of disappointing people was really bothering me, and it was something I was working on and trying to fix. And, for me, like I said, success is my priority. I'm sure happiness will be later down the line. It may sound extreme that I'm saying that, but I'm just being honest. But another big reason I was so focused on solving this insecurity that I had is because so many people were telling me that it's unhealthy, yet they struggle with similar things. So I decided to just lean into it, to scare myself even more of disappointing people, because when I thought it through, that is what's gotten me through so many things in life and allowed me to actually succeed. Like at every job, I was always the best employee, including now. I'm, not the best, but I always try the hardest of anyone because I don't want to disappoint anyone, even my boss, even if I don't care about them. I just don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to let anyone down or make them regret the decision of hiring me. I don't ever want to prove anyone right if they had any doubts about me. And so I realized a lot of these things that I avoid are actually advantages because they get me to push through to that extra mile. And like I said, I'm sure in the future I'll be like, wow, that was really unhealthy, or maybe I shouldn't even have done it. But it's something I've worked on for a long time and I haven't really been able to kick fully. So why keep stressing on it if I can use it, right? And once again, this is not advice at all. Do whatever you want. I'm just telling you this really helped me because yes, while it doesn't allow for the most happiness all the time, if I start a new venture, a lot of the time I'm so nervous about letting everyone else around, my team, my superiors, that I just put in that extra effort, and it's yielded me so many great returns. And while it sucks in the moment, I do truly think it's beneficial. And so I have no desire to get rid of that anymore. And it's actually really freeing. It's really nice. And there's also something about when you accept it, it doesn't bother you as much. Like I still have the feelings of, I don't want to let everyone down and whatnot. But now that I'm trying to use it to my advantage, it doesn't stress me out as much for some reason. I don't know why. It's like just like one of those weird rules of life. I'm sure there's a name for it, but it's like, when you like stop looking for a girlfriend and then like you turn around and there's a girl right there and then you guys end up getting married or whatever. I just think this is a cheat code and I wanted to put it out there, and maybe that's somebody's main driver to their happiness. So if that's the case, then yeah, of course work on it. But for me, I'm trying to be successful right now, so I'm not really concerned if I don't feel great in the moment. Just understand if it's destroying you, of course, like feel it out. But I just wanted to talk about it because it totally changed my perspective on everything, and it's been helping me a lot recently. And there are a lot of motivations for doing things, achieving things, everything like that. Like you can run away from stuff or you can run towards stuff. And for me, it's always both. For the most part, it's running away from, I don't want to be somebody that's not achieving a lot, and running towards, all the stuff I want. One of my biggest no-nos for my own life is mediocrity, and that's just something that I'm really trying to run away from at all times. And you know what, it works. And for better or worse, some people ask me if they think I'd be happier if I didn't have that. And you know what, the real honest truth is I don't want to not have it. I love having that feeling. It's so fun. I'm never bored. I'm always working towards something. And that is what gets me out of bed in the morning. So if I didn't have that and I didn't have that feeling, I honestly don't know what I would do. So all of that to say, sometimes your insecurities and the things that you don't like about yourself can be a superpower, and you can use it to your advantage. And if you want to, cool. If you don't, no worries at all. But anything that helps me, I always try to share here, so I hope you get some use out of it.